Once again, I welcome you to your short story explanation, Don't Die Hilton, Don't Die, written, actually it is narrated by Chris Pritchard. So here we have started already the story where it is a real one and it shows the bravery of a 12-year-old girl who was actually living in actually studying in a boarding school and in a different place, and there she has the help of her guardian who is known as Hilton Graham, who was 23 years old and the girl was 12 years old. And now this time she has visited in the holidays. He visited to her hometown, that is Darwin, where they wanted to go for a countryside to shoot the pig. So she at the age of 8 years, she has been taught how to drive a four-wheeler. This being trained, or you can say the training being given by Hilton only. And now she at age of 8 she has learned, and now she is 12 years old. So now they have gone to the 20 kilometers far away place, to the countryside on in the truck, and then after reaching that, there is a very muddy type road and all, which is not actual road, a side of the road. So they have gone towards that side. Then after that they have taken up airboat. In that airboat they have traveled into the water to see that how many, like you can see, animals are there and all, and they have decided to stay at one place. So, and the time was actually, it was 5:30 p.m. and it was a dense forest and a little bit fearful atmosphere for the girl, because if she is speaking in her normal voice also, it was looking like a louder one, because the whole silence is there. The environment was very much silent. And what he did is that after they reached to a certain place, as I said, it was an island, but it was having a narrow strip connected to the mainland. So narrow strip of land, the sand, you can say, connected to the main place. So what they did is that this Hilton, he dropped that girl and he said, I'll keep the airboat into a little bit deeper water, I have to keep there. So he pushed the airboat into a little bit deeper water because it can stay there. Shallow water cannot hold the weight of the heavy vehicles, or you can say boat or ship. So it needs a depth in the water. So he pushed a little bit into the deeper water. And as I said, he has a rifle slung on his body. So he took out that, unhinged means to take out that, he has kept the rifle at one place, and at that time actually he has one pistol in a holster. Holster means like you must have seen a leather cover or case for keeping the pistol. So that was there. He has worn that on and around his waist. So while he was taking out this one, the rifle, and while he was pushing the airboat, suddenly the pistol has slipped into the water. And it was actually not the water, the swampy area. As I said, marshy, it is a very wet area, damp area. There it was actually slipped. And now he wanted to take that back, so he started groping. Grope means to search, and could not see into the water. So he wanted to check it out, and for that purpose he has to go down into the river, and the water is coming below his knees towards the calves. It was coming at that place, and he started groping the pistol. And by the time when he was groping, he was talking to Peta. She was at the back, and he said to her, like, after tying up this boat and taking this thing, I'll be back and I'll get you here. That means I will help you here to come to the place, because obviously she could not come directly by herself. So Hilton has said that I'll come, just wait for me. Now when he was groping, suddenly Peta has heard a splash of water, like that something has fallen into the water. And when she turned and she checked out, they found a crocodile. Hilton was very near, only 4 meters gap is there in between Hilton and the crocodile. The crocodile appeared and it was actually ready to attack. Obviously crocodile wanted to eat the whole man, and in the defense, to protect himself, he raised his left hand like this to push the crocodile, or to just making a noise of just go away or something like that. He has gestured it out. As soon as he raised his left hand, crocodile suddenly jumped and caught hold of his left hand. He raised for the defense, but the crocodile has grabbed, and as the teeth has pierced into the left hand, this Hilton felt a burning sensation of something getting inside into his body, and he felt a lot of pain. And Hilton suddenly turned and started shouting, "Peta, help, Peta, help," because he wanted that somebody to be help him to come out from the grab of, or you can say from the jaws of the crocodile. But Peta was riveted. Riveted means frozen at one place with fear, with horror. She was so horrified that she was seeing a live scene in front of her where her own guardian was under the claws of, or you can say under the jaws of crocodile. His hand was there and she couldn't move. This was actual fear. She couldn't scream, she couldn't actually move from the place. She was totally frozen. And this has made Hilton realize that what a small girl can do. How can she help me? She is such a young girl that she couldn't help me out. And you can imagine the situation of Hilton, how he would have felt. That definitely I am going to die, because nobody is there to help me. Even if I have one person who can help me, but such a young one, without having any energy, more energy to protect this person who is elder than her. So Hilton tried to move, because he wanted to just grab his take out his hand, or can say snatch his hand from the jaws of the crocodile. He tried, but when he was trying, he was moving like that. So crocodile has, from the tail, it has taken the right thigh of Hilton into its control. Now, and the jaws were very tightly fixed on the hand, and the tail was on the thighs, and it was very much difficult for him to move. And he knows, because he studied a lot about the animals and all. So he studied, both Hilton and Peta, both of them have studied a lot about the animals, so they know the habit of the animals. There is a habit of the crocodiles that they drown the prey. Prey means their food. They drown into the water, they take the roll over the prey, or you can say they enjoy with the prey, then later on they tear it into the pieces. Tearing into the pieces, later on they will do that. First they will go into the water and they drown the prey of the food till the last place wherever they can able to go. So this he is aware, and he was feeling like he cannot move. One hand is free and one leg is free. Hand is right hand free and leg is right leg free. Left leg free means opposite directions. He could not able to do anything. Both the sides he was into the grip of this crocodile. Now then this time Peta has suddenly moved from her place and she started coming near to the Hilton, and she tried to Hilton has extended his right hand, because left hand was under the control of the crocodile. So he extended his right hand and Peta ran towards that, and she first of all make herself like you can say fixed at a place, because it was very swamp or damp areas. It was difficult for her to, slippery areas. If she could not catch hold of herself, could not fix herself, she could move indirectly into the water, she could drown into the water. So she fixed herself there and she started gripping the right hand of who? Hilton. Now this side left hand is under the control of crocodile. Imagine the situation, and the right hand under the control of Peta. Now it was looking like a tug of war. I hope everyone has played tug of war in your school or in college. Whenever you get a chance, there is a rope can be kept in between, and both the like groups would be there, opposite groups, and you have to pull the rope at your side with full force. Whoever succeeded will be the winner. Now here, what is the rope here? Who is the rope? Hilton. Imagine Hilton is the rope. Left side crocodile, which is the powerful animal, and here a powerful dangerous animal, and here a small little girl of 12 years old, and she was trying to pull. Crocodile obviously more powerful, and what she did is that the crocodile has simply give a spin, like make a roundabout of the Hilton. Like suddenly the Hilton was turned from this side. So what happened? Peta, who was actually holding the right hand of Hilton, was snatched away, or you can say was taken away into the water. But what she did is that as soon as she was going into the water, she tried her level best to find some foothold, the toes and all. She tried to get some hold for her foot. So she dug the toes inside the mud. Toes, your fingers of the feet, or you can say the fingers of your leg. So the toes have been, she has curled the toes and she has dug into the mud, and the water was coming near to her waist. 12 years, and as I said, the water was below knees for Hilton. Obviously he was 23, taller than her. So she was getting water near her waist, but she was not getting any tension at that time, because she has only one thing in her mind, that I have to save Hilton at any cost, and I can try my level best. And you can imagine that at that situation, when she was getting into the water, dragging by the crocodile, she was not at all getting the tension that I could also die. This was the same thing I said while the starting of the lesson, that risking our own lives for saving the others. Don't you feel that she is doing the same thing? She is risking her own life just to save the life of the other person. She could not see the other person die in front of her eyes. Even though she was very much less in energy, very much younger to understand, but she has a lot of courage. The bravery comes out. At the time of fear, she started responding in a very good way, and she is continuously pulling. So the crocodile was trying, as well as Peta was trying, but crocodile has opened jaw a little bit, and she pulled Peta has pulled the right hand of Hilton, and the Hilton was turning at this time. Crocodile once again splashed and ripped means cut off the flesh of hip of this Hilton. The buttock was completely taken out, right side, but Peta had tried her level best to, so Hilton was under the severe pain because of the left arm as well as the right thigh, right side of the hip was completely injured. But Peta has tried her level best and pull him towards the bank, the sand side, where out of the water. Now the crocodile has gone inside into the water. Now what she did is that Peta has dragged Hilton with her full force. She was already tried her level best in the water. Now again she was doing, and once you can try and you can understand that in the water our force would become very much less. We cannot act in the same way how we act on the normal land. It becomes very difficult to handle the water, and she was standing there till the half of the waist was there, but still she tried her level best. So right now she has been successful in dragging the guardian, or you can say dragging Hilton from the jaws of the crocodile. But what she has to do now, she has dragged this Hilton to nearly 50 meters from the bank, because she does not want that once again crocodile can attack and eat both of them. Because if it can drag, right now they don't have any much energy left for them to save. So and then what she did, after 50 meters, she told Hilton, just wait here, I'll be back, and she ran towards the truck where they have kept. That means she has to cross all the you can say uneven road, which is very much having all the like some small hills, rocks, many things were there, but she ran towards the truck. And if you remember, I said that at the age of 8 she learned how to drive the four-wheeler. So now that was the truck there. So she started the ignition and she drive the truck till the place where Hilton was there, and she helped Hilton to move and sit into the truck. Then she started from there. They reached to a place known as Channel Point, where they have a small place. There they have like she did the dress the wounds. She actually put some antiseptic type of powder, and she has dressed the wound by tying up with the band-aid. That is they have one of the cloth over there, so she has completely tie up or wrap up the wounds, whatever she can able to, how much she can, because with a 12-year-old girl we cannot expect a neat bandage or a neat thing to be done, and that too after doing all hard work. So she, and then from there she tried to drive, and during that she was continuously seeing Hilton, because Hilton was near to faint. He was losing his consciousness because it was not possible for him to survive at the moment. He was feeling because of the blood loss, and he was in such a tension at that moment that he now feeling relaxed and he was near to faint. So she started shouting that Hilton, don't die. That is your topic. Hilton, don't die, Hilton. She was shouting like a mad, and Hilton was responding a little bit. She has to make Hilton awake also, and because she has a fear that after doing all this work, all this whatever the tension she has taken up, she does not want her guardian to die in front of her. So what she did is that she was shouting, and then after dressing up the wounds, she immediately taken to one of the place where they have taken the help and made a call to the fiancé of Hilton, where they got to know about the accident, what had happened to Hilton, and immediately they reached with her brother. The fiancé has reached towards the place where they are, and they have taken to the hospital. This Hilton was actually being said that he has got 2-3 fractures into his hand, and he was unable to move for a long time. Nearly 2 weeks he has to spend into the hospital to get cure completely, but he has the scars obviously on the arm and the thigh and the hips. He has all the scars over there, but he was happy that he was being saved. And he said that after recovery, in an interview, he said that it is all I'm thankful to Petra Lynn for helping me, for saving my life, even though I don't have a single time, I don't get a feeling that she can save me, because I am a younger man and she is such a girl, small girl of 12 years, and with that energy and all whatever it needed at that time, she must not have, I thought, but because of her courage, because of her bravery, she has saved me, and right now I am living a life, or I am alive because of the will, spirit or bravery of her. So this is the whole story about Don't Die Hilton, Don't Die, and I hope you have understood. It is a real story, it had happened, and we have to understand, we have to praise the people, those who have done something great in their life, those who have shown bravery, and to get an inspiration from this type of the stories. So please check it out, this one. After the whole explanation, read the story once so you can understand the dialogues and all. As I said that you will get one comprehension passage from the non-detail, and this is your non-detail, this is your short story, so you will definitely get one passage, comprehension passage from this short stories. So hope you have understood, and in the next classes we will meet with the other sections of our syllabus. By the time, take care, have a nice day.